Yo, how you doing, Patrick Ewing? Check this out. This is Chaos Blaze. This is meant to be the Fallen, I suppose. And this is from Iron Factory, a very, very cool company, by the way. And they put out some decent stuff, but he is a little, he's interesting. He's interesting. I think his proportions are a little weird, but that he does have tremendous presence in, like, robot mode. And you can see them celebrating it over here, and his alt mode is... His alt mode is kind of weird, man. I'm not gonna lie. And I've went through the transformation like a couple of times, but the instructions weren't that helpful. And I needed to get some help from Toys R Us's instructions that he put together, this transformation sequence. Shout out to Toys R Us out there doing his thing. And yeah, I mean, again, like I said, he commands tremendous presence, especially when you look at him like right here. Like, whoa, he looks like some crazy Halloween Mazinger and stuff. But full form, I don't know what it is. Like, if I can get him in focus, there you go. I don't know, man. Like, his legs, I feel like, should be longer or something like that. Or perhaps the shoulders are too high or something. Like, he seems disproportionate to me. Disproportional? Or I don't know. I would have preferred if his legs were just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer, but it is what it is. And forgot to mention that, yeah, this was sent to me by my sponsor, Shozy Store, ShozyStore.com. A great place to shop for Transformers. If I can get this thing out. Almost took a dump in my pants. But dude, look at this majestic piece, right? Look at these pistons. It looks like something out of Mad Max to some degree. Incredible, incredible. Perhaps even like Doom, you know? It looks great. Everything looks great, tastes great, smells great, but his alt mode is just super, super duper meh. And I don't know why. Like, I feel like no one at the company was just like, dude, this alt mode sucks, man. Like, no one was afraid to say it. Like, was the designer like somebody's kid, is like the owner's child or something? And they're like, oh, we can't upset Shui Sheng. I don't know, man. It's just some random Chinese name. That's not even a Chinese name. But, yeah. I mean, he has cool articulation, dude. You can see me, like, posing him and stuff. And there's lots of great stuff to like about him. But his alt mode is not one of them. And neither is the transformation sequence. The transformation sequence isn't necessarily difficult, but I think it's over-engineered for what they're trying to achieve. I think they could have used some very, very simple transformation techniques, and they would have been able to achieve the same exact thing. But there's just a lot of twisting, spinning around, and replacement of stuff, and just really, really unnecessary. But nonetheless, he is an interesting character. I do love the head sculpt because I'm a huge Mazinger fan, and it reminds me of that. These flames are nuts. Part of me likes them, and part of me doesn't. Like, these will pop off, but I don't think the rest of them do. I think they're static on the figure, but they do capture that fire element like more than any other blast effects or any type of effects that I've ever seen. And so that's done like extremely well. He has some additional bits over here. He has some like vanity hands, and he has a stand for like his tank can get into this like spider mode, and that's the support for it on the bottom. But one of the things is he doesn't come packaged with these hands. He comes packaged with these large fists, and they are not, you can't use them when you transform him. Like, there's no space for it, and so you got to swap it out for these teeny tinier hands, which arguably are better proportion for him. And then you can hide them in the wrist and in the forearm and all of that jazz. But yeah, like, he has a lot of great things, dude. Like, look at those translucent like ball joints. Look at this nice orange, and you know, I'm a sucker for orange, you know, like orange bias all over, and there's lots of cool things, but like I mentioned, it's just a bit over-engineered. But I don't know, maybe you won't agree with me. Maybe you think the alt mode is great, maybe you think the transformation is great, but only one way to find out, right? So stick around, and yeah, let's move through the transformation, yammer, talk a little bit, and we'll see what everyone's verdict is at the end, huh? All right, let's get on with the transformation. And once again, big shout out to Toys R Us. I really had to follow his video. And yeah, once I did that, this thing started kind of making sense. But yeah, so I have that in the background. I have him in the foreground. And so let's go, right? So yeah, you do need to swap out the fists. And then these, I believe, will like open up. And then you can kind of like hide. Getting some clearance issues here. There we go. Then you can hide the fist inside. Tolerances are pretty good for the most part. Not a lot of complaints from me. And then this bit is eventually going to come down over here. And then this is going to sit up top. When he's in robot mode, this doesn't really lock in, while in tank mode, this does lock in, and that's like nice and secure. But yeah, in robot mode, they're just kind of like sitting there. And so again, we just want to make sure that everything has the proper clearance. Clearance, Boddicker. Bro, what am I doing wrong, dude? Huh? There we go. Fold up the fist. And it's going to do that, and this is going to accordion down. This is going to come over here, and this will lock into place, and so great stuff. My experience with Iron Factory has been mostly positive. They're very like blocky in terms of like their aesthetic, and I think that's intentional. But yeah, like some of their stuff I like and some of their stuff I don't. I am a big fan of their Menasor coming out. I'm really looking forward to that. And these bits over here, we're going to move this up. And then so now the treads kind of complete the tready look. And then the fire gets to kind of like sit up top a little bit. Yeah, I'm not really sure how far I'm supposed to roll this back. But here, I'll just do it as far as I can. But no, if I do that, that can't sit flush. So, okay. I won't move it back as far as I can. All right, it's good enough. Good enough. And then from here, we brought this down. And then this... Oh, yeah. It does this thing. I think it's like that. Yeah? I think. What the heck was that? Whoa. Yo, did you guys see that? This is weird, bright, flashing light that, like, came through my office right now. Whoa, nuts. Okay. So cool, we're getting it situated like that, and so far so good. And honestly, I wasn't that mad at the transformation or anything like that, but it's once I got to the final mode, I was like, bruh, I did all that work for this? I was like, I did all this work for that? And that was pretty disappointing. So here, we are going to open this up, and these bits over here, they will push out to the back. I'm looking for my spudger over here. They'll push out to the back because they're going to fill out the treads over here. See how this is empty? And that one over there will kind of push out. And then something about the toe turning around. And then I think the foot flipping like this. And I think, if I recall correctly, this like... Yeah, this accordion's down like that. This will close up. I want to say it does something like that. I think that's right. And we'll pop this open. Same thing, push those treads back. Kind of push them through, boo. There we go, there we go. Flip the foot. Flip the toe, Joe. Oh, let me get this back, there we go. Then accordion this bit. Just get some of this stuff out of the way. I'm wondering if I've missed a couple of steps, but if I did, I'm sure we'll find out later. And once you've done everything properly, that will be, you'll know when you've done it properly when it can close up on itself. And this will bend. And it kind of sits in a channel. And it'll kind of hold it in place. And so that's what he looks like right now. And looking at the image, yeah, it looks like we are on the right track, Jack. And we'll come around over here, and then we'll lift this up. And then this will flip out. The legs will kind of fold in on themselves like this. So you can see the foundation of the treads being set, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this right now. Give me 1 second. Oh, yeah. I remember now. This bit, they just... Oh. Just kind of folds up over here, which I think is cool. And then it tabs in with itself. And so that's a cool little mechanism. The side skirts become this combined like backplate. Then we've done this. And yeah, the pictures are decent enough. I'm trying to show what's going on. And it appears that this entire bit is supposed to... No. Yeah, it looks like it's saying it's supposed to seat down between the legs. And like I see these tabs over here, and I want to say they're supposed to go over there, but I can't find a way to do this. All right, hold up. Okay. Got it. This entire section, this waist bit down over here, the diaper bit, you got to pull that entire section down. That's right. And now that'll get the clearance that it needs. And these should... I want to say it should be able to lock in place, but maybe not, dude. I totally thought it would. Or maybe it does. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to lock it in now, but whatever, dude. We did it. And yeah, okay. I think it's right. And then from here, it looks like we spin this entire bit, because there's multiple areas upon which it can spin, but I believe we have done it correctly right now. And so yeah, still looking good, and transformation isn't impossible. Oh, that's one of the Iron Factory things, is you got to flip over the instruction versus like turning them over. But then now it says spin this back around. So we have done that. And from here it says bring this up, but it looks like you can't just bring it up. You gotta bring it up, and then you gotta twist it, or that's what it looks like, at least, to cover the face. And okay, so far so good. And then from here, it looks like they're saying this. Hold up for a second. Okay, now we're back on this side. They didn't indicate that, but I guess I was supposed to figure it out. Then you open all of this up, and like, dude, the next picture is just, now it's like, go back to here, and open these bits up. and did that, and it's like, spread these eagle. And then from here, yeah, this is just really confounding. Like, I think they're talking about this back piece, but the illustration sucks, dude. And I think they're saying this whole bit with the head now lifts up and it's going to swivel. Like, honestly, had I not watched Russ's video, like, I would have been completely lost. Yeah, I'm glad he went through it so that I wouldn't have to suffer as much. So again, shout outs and appreciation. Okay. Okay. Like, I honestly don't remember what's supposed to happen with this chest piece. I think it's just like that. And these bits, like, do they come down here and tab into the chest like that? Oh, nice. Nice. But, okay, before doing all of that, it looks like, yeah, they're saying spin this. Spacing's tight, not impossible tight, not like Pengu Toys, bad manufacturing tight, but, it's like just the right amount of tightness to some extent. And I think this whole thing is going to do something like that. I want to say that's correct. And I want to say that these are going to come down. But see, on the image, like, I don't know where this chest is supposed to go. Like, I don't see it. All right, whatever, dude. So yeah, gotta spin this and then spin this again. And gotta make sure that's there. Then you gotta make sure that's there. And I do think this is supposed to come up and plug in there. And I mean, at this point, you're like, okay, cool. Some of the transformation was pretty fun and not necessarily intuitive, but like, okay, we're following along. And then we're kind of getting here, and you're like, what is that? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know, but we're trying to figure it out together. And then so this back piece, we're almost there. We're almost there. Hang with me, class. So it looks like, yeah, the head just kind of goes in there. And then this, like, there's little tabs in which this I believe is supposed to slot into. Okay, there's one side in there, other side in there. You know, I swear this was supposed to do something. I feel like I missed it. I think I'm supposed to like bring it up here or something like that. Give me 1 second. All right, just going back to this part really quick. There's one part that I forgot to do, and that's kind of fold this flap down, and it will sit in that channel, and then everything will line up and allow you to tab this in. And at this point, the fire accessories are very sharp, by the way. And then we're gonna go. You know what? I think the toes are supposed to be. Huh? No, they're supposed to be like this. And on the bottom, this bit, this waist, will come up and it will spin around. It will open up, and I thought I was supposed to accordion. Okay, so this bit will come out, and then it will, you know, I think the head is supposed to hide a little bit better, because this little bar is supposed to slot into here. So I feel like perhaps I have done something wrong with the head. Am I supposed to spin it? Maybe. And it does allow it to seat a little bit better. Then this will come over and it will slot in. And that's kind of cool. You see like that orange bar threaded through down over here. Like that's cool. Like little things like that. You know what? These also, okay, these are on like little posts and ports. This is it. You're like, what the heck is that? I'm like, I know, Jimmy. I'm trying to figure it out myself. But oh, there is one last piece. So you get the sword, then you remove that bit, and now you got this kind of like full hammer. Then you got to open this up, and you got to flip that area out, and that allows. It's very, very tight, by the way. That allows us to compress down. And you fold that back. Then you just take this and then you plug it in. And that's the tank, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? This is it. Like all that work so that you can do this. Do you understand what I mean by saying that it was like over-engineered? You didn't need to do all of that stuff. You could have had this just transform like Armada Megatron. Like, it's not that difficult, bro. It's not that difficult. It really, really isn't. Because shape-wise, yeah, dude, it's very similar to Armada Megatron, in my opinion. And they didn't need to do all this spinning and jiving and all this craziness, dude. And look, if you could attach this here, I think that would be a much more formidable tank mode. I mean, maybe this is just what he looks like in the comics, and that's why they did it like this, but I don't know, man. Just aesthetically, just adding a little bit so that you can have that there, I feel like is much more convincing. Because this just looks like a very, like, fiery pancake, dude. Like a flattened crab or something. Like, I don't even know what this is, dude. It's a hot mess, in my opinion. That's it. That's it. Oh, and if we want to make him the Spider Walker, I haven't done it myself, but, like, these bits apparently come out. Then you untab these. And then so it kind of sits down. And then the rear legs, you also just kind of untab them. But then see, it gets all like ultra loosey-goosey at that point. And like, yeah, I get it, dude. But it just seems like a fake mode, dude. And it's just like that, dude. And then you just have that little stand underneath. Not very convincing at all. Not in the least bit, dude. So that's him, dude. That's him, dude. He's a weird one, man. Again, I'm not really sure if it's the juice is worth the squeeze. He stands out better in bot mode, and in bot mode he still has some like proportion issues. But quality-wise, finish and everything, like it's a very, very nice toy. Just plagued by some poor design and like aesthetic choices. Yeah. Anyway, I don't particularly recommend it. Not because it's a bad toy, just because I don't think it's cool, dude. That's just how it is. That's it. See you, friends. Thanks for watching.